YouTube, what is going on, man? This is Loaded Clips, and thank you coming. YouTube, what is going on, man? This is Loaded Clips, and welcome back to the channel for another video. Appreciate you guys tuning in. You could have been anywhere in the world right now, but you chose to be here watching this video with me, and for that, I am grateful. So today, I'm gonna be bringing you guys another unboxing video. We did an unboxing video not too long ago for the Glock 17X that I got. And today I'm bringing you another one because I think this is really something special that you guys need to see. And let me give you just a little sneak peek right now. So what I'm gonna be unboxing is a Canik right now. That's all you need to see right now. We'll come back to that, right? And the reason I'm unboxing this Canik is because honestly, I think it might be over for Glock. Like after I seen Canik drop this gun, I was like, this just might be the nail in the coffin. What are you? An idiot sandwich. Nah, I'm kidding. But honestly, I do think that this is a very, very good competitor to Glock. And you guys will see what I'm talking about in a minute once we actually get to unboxing it. But before we get into that, I just want to say if you are here, if you are watching, if you are enjoying the content, please leave a like on the video, hit the subscribe button. And if you're really messing with it, leave a comment in the comments down below. It really helps me out, helps the channel out. It is getting very difficult to be a 2A related content creator on YouTube. YouTube doesn't like us. Let's just keep it what it is. You know, YouTube doesn't like us. They don't want us here. So they are making it as difficult as possible to post content on here. So all the likes, comments, and subscribers kind of just lets the algorithm know that this content is relevant, which I think it is. I think this is content that you guys need to see. And so that just helps YouTube know that you guys want to see content like this. And so they'll have to keep us around for just a little bit longer, right? So appreciate you guys for doing that. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And now let's get into the unboxing. Here is the box. Like I told you guys, we're gonna be unboxing the Canik. And I'm going to tell you exactly which Canik it is in just a moment here. But we got kind of just some standard Canik packaging right here. I do like the boxes that pretty much all Caniks come in. I think their presentation is good, and I think they give you, you know, something of quality to actually unbox. You know, unlike a lot of manufacturers, they kind of just give you some cardboard boxes to house the gun in, and you know, I'm not really a fan of that because I can't really do anything with the cardboard box versus something like this. It's an actual like case that I can, you know, make use of if I need to. So do like that right off the rip, but let's open it and see what exactly is inside. So, and boom, right off the rip here, we have the paperwork, which I'm going to lift it up in just a second so you guys don't see what's under here. But here we have a magazine with a speed loader right here, just kind of a basic speed loader, nothing fancy. We have an extra magazine. This is a 17 round magazine. 17 rounds right there. Then we have some extra back straps. We have the infamous Canik screwdriver tool right there. So that this, you got all your little bits and stuff that you need, screws, all that good stuff in there. So it's just kind of a cool little tool. I like that a lot. I've actually used this a good amount of times when I've kind of been in a pinch. You get a punch tool right there, and obviously a wire brush, cleaning tools and stuff like that. But now for the main event here, let me actually flip this around here. So if we take this bad boy away, we get a holster for one, which pretty much all Caniks come with the holster. That's a nice plus. And then we have the main event. This is the Canik MC9L right here. So you guys may already be familiar with the Canik MC9. right? But this is the MC9L. Now, why this is very interesting, so we'll just take that magazine right out. Again, 17 round magazine. We are clear and empty. So this is kind of a new iteration of the MC9. Same barrel length, but they extended the grip down to where instead of 12 rounds in the standard flush mag of the MC9, you now get 17 rounds. And this is basically a direct competitor to the Glock 43X right here. And actually, if I bring a 43X over here, so this is a Glock 43X MOS right here. So if you hold them side by side, they are pretty much identical right there. So pretty much the same length, same width approximately. They're about the same size width-wise. Look at the mag wells right there. Pretty much identical in size across the board. Let me try to get them lined up good right there. So the MC9L might be hanging off just a little bit off the edge, but no, I mean it's like right on there. They're basically identical in size right there. So obviously this is a direct competitor to the Glock 43X. Now let's talk about features of the gun, right? Obviously we know it's 17 rounds, which this gives you a very nice grip on the firearm right here. It is optics ready off the rip. You get some pretty basic iron sights with the white dot at the front, you can see right there, and also the cocked indicator at the back. And also a loaded chamber indicator right here. So if there's one in the chamber, this will kind of be raised up to indicate that the chamber is loaded. You have an ambidextrous slide release right here. This is on both sides. And you have a full Picatinny / accessory rail up here. Whereas on the Glock 43X MOS, this is just kind of like an accessory rail. So you have to get any front mounted accessories would have to be Glock specific for this one. Whereas this one, you kind of just get a standard Picatinny rail up front. So I think that's a plus. And obviously, as y'all know, Caniks are notorious for having very nice triggers out of the box. So if I get a little bit of play right there, here, let's do it from this side. So I'm gonna get a little bit of play from the trigger right there. Then there is a very defined wall, and then break, very light break, and then the reset, quick reset, break again. If I had to guess, I'd say this was maybe 4.5 pound trigger pull. Not very heavy, but not super light either. I've definitely felt lighter on the Rival or my SFT Pro. Definitely has a lighter trigger pull. And this one does have a lot more play in the trigger up front. But I do think that's intentional. Like on something that was more designed to be carried versus competition. I think that's actually a benefit because you want a little bit more play in that trigger versus something that's just kind of gonna break as soon as you pull it. So that's kind of what you're getting out of the box. And then plus all of the stuff that you saw in the packaging here, I really, really think that this is a very difficult gun to pass up. For the most part, you're gonna see these priced at around $499 on the high end, but $450-ish, $460 is very common to probably see these at. That's a very competitive price, especially when you're comparing to the Glock 43X MOS, which also kind of goes around that $500 mark. Maybe a little bit cheaper, but for the most part, they're going to be around $500. For what you get from the Glock 43X MOS versus what you get from the Canik MC9L, I don't really know if I would choose the Glock over the Canik. Honestly, I mean, Canik is just putting out so many good guns to where it's hard to kind of make excuses for other manufacturers, you know? Because if it was my money, I'd probably buy the Canik. Now, obviously, when you're buying a Glock, you're buying the name, right? You're buying that Glock name. You're buying a trusted reliability. And I get that. I understand that. But I also feel like Canik has been around long enough and has built up enough of a reputation to where I would trust this gun to carry. Like, I've never had any significant issues with any Canik. I've never heard about any significant issues with a Canik to where it would turn me off from wanting to carry something like this. So I don't know if that Glock luster is really there anymore. So again, just looking at these two guns and kind of what you get from them, I really do feel like I'm leaning slightly more towards the Canik. Main differences being you're going to get the full accessory rail or Picatinny rail right here versus just the basic accessory rail on the Glock. You get a much better trigger than on the Glock. We all know how Glock triggers are. You know, it doesn't really need to be said much more than that. They both have, like I said, the grip and the size is basically identical. Like, they're essentially identical in size. Those two things I think would be just the main features of the gun that would be different. I much prefer the trigger on the Canik versus the Glock right there. You have a little bit more flexibility on the rail right there. And so for these being priced pretty similarly, and the fact that you get a lot more in the box with the Canik, and we didn't even talk about this. The 43X only ships with 10 round magazines. That's a huge disadvantage for the Glock, in my opinion, right? Because you're only getting 10 round magazines out of this frame. Like I said, they're the exact same size. They're the exact same size right here, both for the slide and for the grip. They're the same size, right? But you get 17 rounds out of the MC9L versus 10 rounds out of the Glock 43X. Glock, honestly, I don't know how you've even managed to put a 10 round limit on this gun. Right, there's so many better similarly sized options out right now. You got the P365 from SIG. The Hellcat even holds more rounds. The standard MC9, which is a shorter slide than the 43X, holds 12 rounds. So I don't understand how the 43X only has a 10 round capacity. That doesn't make any sense to me. But you get 17 rounds stock factory from the MC9L. So that is a huge bonus right there. So with all those things in mind, again, I just find it hard to choose something like the Glock 43X over something like the Canik MC9L. I think Canik hit it out of the park with this gun. Glock, I feel like your days are starting to become a little bit numbered, right? Like you make extremely reliable guns. Nobody can question you on that. But it comes to a point in time where we say, okay, when are you going to stop giving us the same stuff? And when are you going to actually push the envelope a little bit? We know you know how to make a gun, right? But push the envelope, right? You gotta, we're advancing so far in society right now, and firearms in general are making such advancements to where Glock is kind of just staying where they are and falling behind the pack. Like, eventually these other manufacturers are going to build up the name and the reputation that Glock has built up to this point. And at that point, why would we get a Glock? Like, don't get comfortable now. Like, Like, come on, you got to step it up. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. Like I said, Canik MC9L is a huge win in my opinion. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all want to see me take this out to the range, shoot this a little bit, see some more videos on this? Y'all let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what y'all want to see going forward. I just wanted to throw this unboxing out there because like, I didn't even know this gun was coming out. So when I saw it, I was like, okay, no, I gotta get this on the channel somehow. So that's pretty much it. Appreciate you guys for watching, for tuning in. Again, if you're here, if you're enjoying the content and want to see more, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, all that good stuff, and stay tuned for more. So talk to you guys soon. Got a new videos coming your way. Appreciate you guys. Be safe, be smart, be blessed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.